Oh, is that still recording? Okay. Welcome back, Bearcat fans. We are here for another episode of The Den, and this week you guys are actually going to be getting 2 episodes since last week was fall break, so we didn't do one. We're primarily going to be focusing on men's and women's basketball this week, since their media day interviews for the conference are coming up next week. So today I am joined by newly appointed head men's basketball coach, Coach Matt Karn. And we're going to be just kind of talking with him today about how he thinks the season's going to go and what his expectations are, even though they can't be, I don't want to say they can't be fairly high. They can be high enough, but you are brand new into the program, so you're kind of just getting your footing and your bearings yourselves.
Yeah.
So just kind of...
They're still high, though.
They're still high, though. They have to be.
Yeah.
They have to be. So just kind of basing it off of, I know you weren't here last season, but you were here the season before, just kind of from afar, because you were still in Cleveland at the time, right? So basically, I just want to know, what are your expectations this year based on the group of guys we have?
And my expectations are high, honestly. Like, this group is really gelled together, even through a lot of adversity they put together. I had to go through already at this point in the season, and we haven't even played a game yet. And they've all come together, and you know, maybe I think this is like, there's a lot of talent here, and then the chemistry together just sets the expectations really high for us. Yeah. Or for me, seeing them personally, and honestly, it's when I got in there and watched them, I was even higher on them after that than I was going in. Yeah.
What have you guys been kind of doing to get prepped up for the season? I know you're just now learning everybody and learning the team, so I guess more so, what are you trying to do to prep them for this? Our first game is Halloween.
Yep. Yeah, it's coming up fast. It's crazy. I've had like 8 practices with them so far, so it's been wild, but we've been playing with a 15-second shot clock, and we're going to play super, super fast. All right, we're going to shoot we have a pretty good shooting team, and we're going to go play fast and shoot a lot of threes, and I think it's going to make it exciting for people to come out and watch us as well.
And I think that's kind of how, we have been in the past, is that we do take a lot of shots beyond the perimeter. I feel like we've always had kids that are really good at shooting at the free. Yeah. So, but that's good to know too, and I'm sure we'll probably see a little bit of that at the Bearcat Bash tomorrow too.
Oh yeah, for sure. So
especially with the 3-point contest.
Yeah. So they don't know it yet, but they're going to have a practice at 6:30 a.m., so we got to make sure we're on it for them tomorrow.
Oh gosh. Oh no. At least they're not conditioning.
Yeah, no, it's not conditioning.
Because I think there was a year before they conditioned prior to the Bearcat Bash, and their legs were so dead.
Yeah, we don't do that unless they make it into that.
So, and like I said, I know you haven't been here for long, but you haven't I don't know if you've kind of watched the guys from afar, like from live streams or anything when you were here 2 years ago. Do you have a certain opponent that you're kind of looking forward to kind of attacking? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the number one team in the preseason, St. Mary's of the Woods. And, they got the guy from us last year. I think, everybody's going to be going after them, and especially us, especially us. And obviously there's rivals, Midway, Oakland City, some of those teams we obviously want to beat. But, I think definitely the number one team, seeing where we stand.
Yeah. Well, awesome. So who did you bring, or who's going to do the player interview with us today?
We got Cory Gardner and Damian. Cory's a local kid, Owensboro. He came back last year. He had a big season. And I think both of these 2 guys are going to be Damian's a junior college transfer. I think both of these guys, if they keep doing what they're supposed to be doing, they can be all-conference players for us.
Well, Cory actually was an all-conference player. I think he was 2nd or 3rd team. I think it might have been 3rd team. But, he was one of the guys that played the most minutes. He led the conference in minutes on the court last year.
Yeah, see, I didn't even know that. That's new for me.
Yeah, well, eventually you'll see. I mean, you've been with these guys so far long enough to see what they can bring to the table.
And they've been in practice leading us and doing what they're supposed to be doing. They just got to keep it up the whole season.
Awesome. Do you have anything else you want to say to our community, fans, anything?
Let's go Bearcats. We want to see a packed gym a lot of nights, and let's get out there and get it. Like I said, I have local ties to here. So, even my dad and my brother went to this university, so, I hold this position in high esteem, and I'm ready to get after it and win a lot of games for them.
Well, Coach, we're very excited to see how the team looks, and good luck.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay, so guys, go ahead and just introduce yourselves. So I want your name, where you're from, and your year. Just do that.
My name is Damian Garcia. I'm from Houston, and I'm a junior.
Cory?
My name is Cory Gardner. I'm from Owensboro, Kentucky, and I'm a senior.
All right. And I do want you guys to speak up a little bit, even though you got the mic. You can still speak up a little bit, okay?
So we chopping everything, or just live straight?
It's going straight through. Okay.
So we might have to
If I have to restart first, not all the way through, but I can cut bits and pieces out and chop everything up, so it's not too crazy. So just kind of the first thing I wanted to ask you guys, and I, kind of asked Coach Karn the same question. What are your expectations for the season? Cory, with you being a returner and a senior, you should probably have quite a few of expectations with how the changes are going this far. And Dame, with you being a junior, you have this year and then another year left. So just kind of want to get your guys' take on that.
Yeah, the goal is to win it all. Mm-hmm. I mean, for me, coming from a JUCO, we made the national tournament last year. I know that experience is like forever, and I'm trying to get the same winning mentality that we got from there and bring it here and just keep it going. I mean, we have the group to do it, I believe. Of course, with Cory being a senior, just trying to make sure everyone fulfills what they've been wanting to work for, what they've been working for, and things like that.
Yeah. Cory?
My expectation for this season is just making a name for us. People, they got us ranked at like 10 out of 12, probably around that area every season, preseason ranking. So it's just making a name for ourselves. I know we got the group to do it. We're going to wake a lot of people up, but what I really expect is just being a defensive team, just being knacky, just having people come into game like, we got to play Busher. They're going to bring it every game. That's really it.
And I know that we've been a pretty hard team to play at home. I think I've heard every single coach tell their kids in the huddle before the game starts, like, hey, they're a really tough team to play at home because of our, you can say tight-knit, gym with how small it is. It can create a really cool kind of like game day environment. So kind of, who are you kind of like wanting to beat at home this year, I guess is the real question. Like, who are you wanting to, like, what team do you want people to show out for more when we are playing at home? Especially you, Cory, because you've been here before when it's been packed.
Yeah, when people come into the games, I just want them to come to the games with the vibe of, like, we like the 90s Detroit Pistons. Like, they going to come, they going to fight, they going to get on the floor. They might foul us hard, but so be it. You got to come, you feel me? That's really that simple.
Loving the 90s Pistons reference. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Nah, for sure though. Like, I mean, I want the crowd loud, packed, just make it harder to even for them to even run plays, anything. Just a loud environment. When it gets loud and you get like rowdy, it gets real hard for the opposing team.
You get rattled, especially in a gym so small.
Yeah.
Especially if we have both sides, of the bleachers out. That's when it gets really crazy because they got people on both sides now. So, and Dame, obviously, you'll get to actually see and learn how it is when it is here. It does get pretty rowdy. I mean, I'm over there on the scorers table, probably, banging on the table after a 3 or something, because I'm just like, this is so exciting. I don't know what to do, but. So yeah, Dame, you're the newcomer. So, and obviously you've had some experience at the JUCO level, national tournament level. So you're kind of bringing in some of that experience into a team that hasn't really been to the conference tournament in 2 years. Because I mean, we went to the conference tournament, I think 2 years ago, but we fell in the first round to Alice Lloyd. Do you remember, Cory?
Ohio Christian.
Was it Ohio Christian? Yeah, they're not in the conference anymore. So, but. Are you guys looking, well, I guess, Cory, more so a question for you. Are you looking more so to avenge certain losses? Because there were a few games where you guys had lost by like 3 points. Yeah. A lot of the games you guys lost by maybe 3 or 4 points. So what is the one team that you're looking forward to the most to actually, beat, maybe, just put the pedal to the metal down? Like, you're just wanting to just literally bash into the ground.
There's a lot of teams. Just like you said, we lost games last year by 1 to 3 points. So I already had in the back of my head who, like, I'm be coming for what I got to bring to the table to not be in the situation we was last year. But if I had to say one team, I got something coming for St. Mary the Woods.
Okay.
So that's all I'm gonna say. Just I hope they ready.
Dame, you don't even have to answer this question because you weren't here last year. Okay, so my last question for you guys is, how do you feel about the preseason conference ranking being ranked 10 out of 12? Is that right? 10 out of 11? I can't even remember. There's
10 out of 12.
10 out of 12?
Yeah.
So how are you guys feeling about that?
That's new. That's new to me. I mean, being ranked that low, like, I mean, based off what they've been telling me last season, I mean, even if the game being so close, like, we couldn't even get more up there in the playoffs.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, so, I mean.
Yeah, the years before were kind of a blur. So it's kind of just been, fresh start. Now we're ready to kind of put some wins in the win column and actually make a name for ourselves. So
they gonna see the new team.
Cory?
I honestly think it's funny. Like I'm low-key glad y'all got it that way, because when the season hit and what really happened, how we play, how we supposed to play, it's still gonna be funny to me, because the whole time I already know what we gonna do. It's gonna be new to y'all, but it's not gonna be news to us.
All right, guys. Is there anything else you would like to say to the community or fans out there?
Make sure y'all come to the games.
All right. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
I appreciate y'all.